Look, it's good to be at Denver Harbor one more time, the Multi-Service Center, and let me say good morning to everybody. And thank you all for joining us for the 18th annual Beat the Heat press conference. This is our 18th time, and this year we moved the press conference out of the City Hall and into the City of Houston's Denver Harbor Multi-Service Center. In fact, we've been here before, for Beat the Heat. So it's good to be back right here again. You're going to be hearing from a number of people here this morning to speak to you. Your city council person, Carlos Cisneros, is right here as well. You're going to be hearing from your county commissioner, Precinct 2, Commissioner Adrian Garcia. Bill Clayton, who is the vice president of Reliant. You're going to be hearing from him. And Deborah Moore, the Assistant Director of Human Services Division of Houston Health Department. And then, look, I got to go back again because we didn't clap for Councilmember Carlos Cisneros. Give it up to your council member right here. And then, though he's not sitting up here, the city's legal, how do you call it, city attorney, counsel, the big lawyer at the City of Houston, Arturo Michel, right there. So, look, thank you to the Houston Health Department and the Mayor's Office of Special Events for their help in getting this event off the ground. I certainly want to acknowledge all of the elected officials and those representing of the elected officials. I think we have a representative here from State Representative Ana Hernandez. Is that correct? Right over there. Thank you. Let her know we said hello to her. And this year we are also joined, of course, by Reliant and other partners. Look, it's hot today, but it's going to get hotter. And it's kind of ironic, this press conference is coming right in time because towards the end of this week, the temperature is going to be like 98, 99, 100, and which means that if you're outside, it's going to feel like 105, and in some cases even hotter than that. So we're doing this press conference right at a very good time. We are still technically a week and a half from the official start of summer, but Houston is already experiencing temperatures hotter than ever. And today's forecast, of course, is like 98 degrees. And that's why we are so thankful we are gathered indoors today and have central air conditioning because sadly many of our neighbors don't, which is why this event and partnership between the City of Houston, Reliant, and Harris County Precinct 2 are so important in helping Houston residents stay cool during the summer. We want you to stay cool, and we don't want you to be at home in the heat and then just fanning, because if you're at home in the heat and you're fanning, all you're doing is fanning that hot air, okay? It is through these partnerships that the Houston Health Department was able to purchase 350 portable air conditioning units. Thanks, yeah, come on, give it up. Look, thanks to $20,000 from the Harris County Area Agent on Aging. Thank you, Deborah. And, yeah, give it up to Deborah. And $75,000 coming from Reliant. So give it up again to Reliant. We are thankful for Reliant's continued generosity and partnership for the Beat the Heat program. I think I've been with Reliant on this Beat the Heat program almost every single year. I don't know if I missed one yet. This donation helps the Houston Health Department's Area Agency on Aging continue to offer portable air conditioners to qualifying individuals. And look, and if you grew up like I did, with no air condition, no central air, and the only thing that we had at the Turner household was an attic fan. And quite frankly, it worked a little bit, but not a whole lot. And then we slept with our heads in the window, because back then we had screens, and that's how we made it. That's how we made it work. And I kind of look back and wonder just how we did it back then, because there was 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a small kitchen, living room, and 11 folk in the house, all at the same time. But we made it work, okay? But at the same time, a lot of people got sick being in that heat. And then also what ends up happening, people are concerned about the electricity bill. So even if they have air conditioning, a lot of seniors don't turn on that air conditioning because they're concerned about the high electricity bill. And so I want to encourage you this morning, if you have the air conditioning, and when the temperatures get up like they are now and get hotter during the week, turn on your air. Turn on the air, and we'll try to work everything else out, okay? But don't be staying in your home in all that heat if your air conditioning is working. Now, if you don't have air conditioning, then we're doing everything that we can to try to get you one. And there are 350 of these portable air conditioners. And let me tell you, it works even if you can cool one room. It's better than no room being cooled at all, okay? So that's why I really want to give a huge thank you to Reliant, Bill, for the work that it's doing. I want to give the Area Agency on Aging, Deborah, the Health Department, want to thank you all quite a bit. The Commissioner has made this a top program priority for him. So I want to thank Commissioner Adrian Garcia and Precinct 2, for their generosity. And I want to thank Councilmember Carla Cisneros. She's been with me every single time on this event. And I know when it comes to our seniors, she's very passionate about making sure that they have what they need and her contribution. So thank you, Councilmember Carla Cisneros. Okay, let me first call up Bill representing Reliant, and then he'll be followed by Commissioner Adrian Garcia. So Bill Clayton from Reliant, give him a strong hand.
Thank you. Good morning. I just want to thank everybody for showing up here today. Mayor Turner, Commissioner Garcia, Councilwoman Cisneros, Ms. Moore, I just want to thank you for the partnership that we have with you. And I clearly think that this is a case study in terms of how businesses, local government, and nonprofit come together to take care of the most vulnerable. I've been with NRG Reliant for, this would be my 32nd summer. I was going to translate that into dog years, but I couldn't do it quick enough because it sounds better. And every single summer is different, but the key is communication, which we will get into just a little bit. I'm proud to say that Reliant cares deeply about the community. When you look at some of our core values at NRG, safety and well-being are our #1 commitments. As a matter of fact, every single leadership meeting that started at NRG or Reliant has started with safety and well-being. I think and believe wholeheartedly that there's a direct correlation between us giving and giving to the most vulnerable. And that's one of the reasons why I've stayed with Reliant for so long. We care deeply about the community under which we serve. The mayor mentioned it. The heat wave is here now. Even though summer starts in about 9 days, if we were out this weekend or even this morning, we feel it. We feel the heat and humidity that we've come to know, and it does not discriminate. It is extremely dangerous. And when you look at the different programs that we're putting together to really provide a safeguard for our communities and our customers, I think that all of us, without question, will be able to benefit from this. The first thing is today we are opening up 22 Beat the Heat centers across Houston. I want to thank the city for giving us these facilities. It is open to every single customer. You do not have to be a Reliant customer in order to benefit. Please come and get away from your home. If you leave your home, here's a couple of things that we recommend. Raise your thermostat 4 degrees if you're going to leave your home for more than 4 hours. It gives your air conditioning a little bit of a break. It'll also give your pocketbook a little bit of break. So follow that little code. The other thing, too, there will be refreshments as well as other activities at the Beat the Heat Center. So please leverage them. They're open all the way through September of this year, and we want to see you there. In addition, I talked a little bit about the power of nonprofit. We're providing $75,000. We're providing $20,000 to Precinct Together, which is Commissioner Garcia's. It's your nonprofit arm. Just want to thank you for all the great work that you're doing there. We're also giving $55,000 to Ms. Moore in the City Health Department, really to help fund and provide these portable air conditioning units. In addition, and this is extremely important for the Reliant customers out there, we're also going to be contributing $1 million throughout the state of Texas for CARE funding. What CARE stands for, Community Assistance from Reliant Energy. It's direct bill payment assistance directly to our customers to support them through these challenging times, especially this summer. Here's key in terms of how do I go about getting those or inquiring about those funds. It's very, very, very simple. Just dial 211. Dial 211 and ask for CARE fundings, or you can go to 211texas.org. They have a great online facility as well where you can just plug in your zip code and find out the different social service agencies that will provide those funds. And then when in doubt, if you need help from Reliant, I can tell you that's my day job is running all of our customer care operations. And when I look at our Experience Foundations, it's based upon 3 words: warmth, empathy, and compassion. Our agents are designed to help you, but we have to hear from you. We want to hear you early on. There's a number of different ways to contact us. You can call 877-222-7100, or we can make it simple, 866-RELIANT. Either one of those 800 numbers will get you directly to one of our customer care representatives. Or you can also try our app, or also you can chat. We create a number of different channels by which to interact with us. Please, our request is contact us early. The earlier that you contact us, the more options we can have, from everything from bill extensions to average monthly billing. Our goal is customer help, and we want to help you. Each customer is unique in terms of the needs that they have, and our agents are there and able to assist you. I want to thank, again, this trifecta that we have between local government, business, and nonprofit, making a stand for each and every one of you. I just wish you a safe and healthy summer. And if you need anything from Reliant, we're here 24/7 for you. So thank you.
Thank you, Bill. And do take advantage of CARES. Call in. Bills get too high. You can't make the payment. Do reach out to them. Let me now bring up Commissioner Adrian Garcia, Precinct 2.
Thank you, Mayor, Mr. Clayton, Council Members Cisneros, Ms. Moore. Thank you so much. It is exciting to be in Denver Harbor. Right? Come on, Denver Harbor, let's hear you. But before I make my remarks in regards to Beat the Heat, we have some special people in the crowd. I mean, all of y'all are special. But let me just say a happy birthday to Miss Harris. Miss Harris will be turning 90 in 2 weeks. And then we have Sita and Adela, who are also celebrating their birthdays. So I am so excited to be here, and good morning to everybody. And we know that Houston summers can be tough, but that's why providing these air conditioning units that you see right here are so critical. And again, I want to thank Reliant for your leadership, for your collaboration, because without Reliant's help, it would be very hard to make sure that we can get out 100 AC units in the Precinct 2 area alone. Cost of these units, I was just talking to Mr. Clayton that the cost of these units has gone up because of inflation, so we're having to find more money to try to make this happen. So it is so critical that this partnership with Reliant continues to happen and to work. But Mayor Turner, let me just say, we were just talking, you were taking me back with all that description of how to work through the summer when we were kids. And you just reminded me we had one of them attic fans too, that when you turned it on, you hear it all suck up. You had to go run and open up all the windows to get that air circulating. But I had one other trick that I would use, and that was when it really, really got hot, since we had wooden floors, I would just sleep on the floor because the wood was kind of cool, right? So we just figured it out. We just figured out how to make it work. But it was so, those memories are so beautiful to remember because, yeah, and the porch, sleeping on the porch, that's another one. But as your mother used to say, our tomorrow will be better than our today. And our tomorrow will be better than our today because of the support of Reliant, because of the city's commitment, long-time commitment to beating the heat. And I am so proud that Precinct 2 is celebrating 4 years now as an active participant in the Beat the Heat program. So very, very excited about that. And similarly, it's not just about the air conditioning units, but ensuring, and before I forget, I want to recognize my Precinct 2 team. Will you guys please wave your hands? Come on. Don't be shy. Back here. Sandra, yes. Because they make this happen. Tico Hausman runs all of our community centers in Precinct 2, and so we will be providing that our 10 air-conditioned community centers will be open Monday and Wednesdays from 8 to 5, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 to 9 p.m., and Fridays from 8 a.m. to noon. And this will allow anyone who just can't bear the heat at home, come over. We'll have things for you to do, activities, some refreshments, but we'll be making you feel at home. And if it's not hot enough outside, then we'll also have Zumba classes to make you sweat a little bit more. So you can participate in that. But just visit our website at hcp2.com or just call us at 713-274-2222. And then again, in just closing, I just want to remind everyone to look out for each other. Check on your neighbors, check on your family, check on those in our own community and family that are up in age. Check to make sure that everybody is doing well. Knock on their door if you don't hear from them. But let's make sure to be a good neighbor to each other, especially for those up in age, so that we can be sure to be taking care of everybody through the summer. Ahorita. Sí, ahí voy, por eso, ahí voy. But in closing, I want to thank Reliant once again for their partnership. Once again, let's give it up for Reliant. Y como me estaba animando este caballero, quiero compartir unas breves palabras en español, solamente para dar las gracias al alcalde Sylvester Turner por su liderazgo, la concejal Carla Cisneros, la señorita Moore, el caballero Bill Clayton de Reliant, todos ellos por esta campaña que siempre lo llegamos a anunciar en los principios del verano, porque sabemos que el verano puede ser muy, muy difícil, muy caliente. Entonces, Reliant siempre ha sido un gran compañero en darnos la oportunidad de poder comprar 100 aparatos de aire acondicionados para poder repartirlos dentro de nuestras personas de tercera edad que llegan a cualificar para estas unidades. Entonces, para mí es muy, muy bonito para poder participar. Eso es nuestro 4º año en el precinto 2 de ser un compañero con el alcalde Turner y la ciudad de Houston en esta campaña. Porque como él estaba compartiendo sus memorias cuando él estaba joven de cómo ellos en ese día llegaron a tener su estrategia de poder combatir el calor, abrir el abanico y entonces abrir las otras ventanas para poder tener una circulación de aire. Y yo también le estaba compartiendo que también esas memorias eran mías, pero también como el piso de nosotros era de madera, yo también me costaba en el piso porque la madera estaba un poco más fresco que la cama. Entonces, memorias bonitas, pero como la mamá del alcalde siempre decía, nuestro mañana va a ser mejor que nuestro día de hoy. Y va a ser mejor, ya. That was a line to your mama. They were responding to your mama. Y eso va a ser posible por estos aparatos que nuevamente Reliant nos ha podido ayudar en comprar para poder repartir con ustedes. Y también nomás para mencionar que la señorita Tico Hausman es de mi equipo. Ella llega a ser responsable por los 10 centros de comunidad que el precinto 2 tiene, y en esos centros los vamos a mantener abiertos para ser centros de enfriamiento, para que si en caso que no pueden aguantar el calor en su casa, les damos la bienvenida. Los centros van a estar abiertos lunes y miércoles dentro de las 8 de la mañana hasta las 5 de la tarde, martes y jueves de 8 de la mañana hasta las 9 de la tarde de la noche, y viernes a las 8 hasta mediodía. Entonces, si quieren información de dónde están nuestros centros de enfriamiento, por favor, les invito de buscar en nuestra página de internet al hcp2.com o nomás llamarnos al 713-274-2222. Pero nuevamente, gracias a todos y últimamente de recordarnos de ser un buen vecino. Si sabes que tienes un amigo, un conocido en su propia vecindad, llega a estar seguro que todos estamos bien. Tócanle las puertas, llámales por teléfono, pero mantener atentos de ellos, especialmente si son de tercera edad, porque este verano es pesado y queremos estar seguros que todos hacemos todo posible para cuidarnos, y usted le suplico de ser un buen vecino y asegurar que su familia, sus vecinos, sus amigos están en buenas manos y en buena salud. Gracias y que Dios los bendiga.
Let me thank the commissioner. I was going to do that in Spanish, he just so since he did it, and he covered almost everything I would have said. Now let me bring on Deborah Moore, the assistant director for the Health Services Division of the Houston Health Department. Deborah Moore.
Thank you, Mayor. And thank you once more for your dynamic leadership and commitment to the citizens of the city of Houston. So I am here to recognize all of our partners, but really want to recognize Reliant as having been a true partner in the Beat the Heat project for the last 18 years. Their commitment is unparalleled. Thank you so much. They do walk their talk. They do believe in health and safety. We all know that the summers in Houston are hot. We've all said that. We know that this week we will probably get a forecast around Thursday of 100 degrees. And we have not reached summer yet. Now, heat is bad. Extreme heat is bad for anyone. But it is particularly challenging for older adults and people that live with disabilities, because extreme heat can put them very much at a higher risk for overheating and possibly heat stroke. And that's why the City of Houston, the Health Department, and the Harris County Area Agency on Aging are always very pleased to partner with our valuable partner, Reliant, in protecting the health and well-being of our Houstonians. Reliant and the Health Department will be working together to share safety, public health, energy assistance, and conservation information throughout this entire program season at our cooling centers. So, as has been said, if it just gets very hot in your house and you're unable to cool yourselves, please get to one of our cooling centers where you will receive information on how to remain healthy and safe, where you will receive activities, information on how to conserve energy, and support in how to pay your bills if the bills are so high that you're unable to pay them. Now, we will also provide these beautiful portable air conditioning units to older adults and individuals with disabilities who have no means of cooling their homes. You heard we have 350 air conditioning units. So we are happy to provide these units to eligible individuals as long as they are available. We also want to acknowledge this year the council member Chavez and District D, as they have also joined our Beat the Heat project and have provided funding that will allow us to extend our project and expand our Beat the Heat project. So in her absence, I'd like to give her a hand. So if you're wondering, okay, how do we qualify? This gentleman here asked me that earlier. Just call this number, 832-393-4301. You will receive it. You'll get a live person answering the phone. I have to say a live person because I've been on the phone with a lot of automated calls recently. But you will get a live person answering the phone, and just let them know that you're interested in the Beat the Heat project or the air conditioning project. Again, that number is 832-393-4301. Please give us a call because, and again, we will get lots of calls after this press conference, so you're hearing it first. So please give us a call. And remember, during these hot months, to stay hydrated, stay ventilated, and activate a buddy plan where you check on your buddy and your buddy checks on you. That's the way to stay healthy and safe in our community. Again, thank you so much for your attention.
Thanks, Deborah. And another, your council member's been very active in these programs as well. Like myself, our term ends the last day of this year. So Councilmember Carlos Cisneros' last day in office will be December 31st. But she's been active, been here many, many times. So Councilmember Carlos Cisneros, please come forward.
Well, hello, everyone. You know, the community that comes here of seniors to Denver Harbor is one of the most active and engaged in our city. And so you already know the resources that are here, but we also know that not everyone's here. And we are really looking to you to help communicate what you're hearing today to people who didn't come or people who may be inclined to not take advantage of what's available now. We know it's hot, and it's going to get hotter later this week, and it will get hotter later this summer. And it's not just getting hotter outside; it's getting hotter inside. And we, you know, the seniors that's a vulnerable population, you know, for the heat. It can be it's dangerous. It can be life-threatening. So please share the information, all that you've heard today. And I wanted to say, as you were sharing stories of when we were young. My grandparents lived in New Orleans, and we used to visit them and stay with them every summer. Now, you know, the weather's pretty similar to Houston. It's humid and it's hot. And I remember that my grandfather would go to an ice house and buy a block of ice and put it in a bucket and then put the fan on that, and that was our air conditioning in the summer in New Orleans. So this is so much better. And I really appreciate the financial assistance to pay for the electricity to run these too. That's also a huge help. So thank you. You know, it really helps when people come together. You know, when we have the city and the health department, the county, and then long-standing committed partners that just are always there. You know, that transition beyond the elected officials that come and go. You were Reliant is always there. So thank you for that. Thank you, everyone, for being here today.
All righty. So I want to remind Houstonians that the heat we are currently experiencing is expected to get a little bit hotter towards the end of this week, going into next week. So stay hydrated. Try to stay inside air-conditioned buildings between 1 and 5 p.m., the hottest part of the day. And if you are outdoors, know the symptoms of a heat stroke. Summer heat is no stranger to Houston, so please take precautions to keep your family and friends safe from the heat. Please call the Houston Health Department's Area Agency on Aging. If you are interested in one of these, you can reach them at, is it Otro Tres Dos Tres Nueve Tres Cuatro Tres Circa Uno? Muchas gracias, you know. So, again, please call. Look, we want you to stay safe and cool. For you in this room, you're our seniors. You paved the way. One celebrating 90 years of age back there. So please stay very safe. Again, let me thank Reliant for their generosity and for 18 consecutive years of Beat the Heat. Your commissioner, Adrian Garcia, who has been very passionate about this program, making it work. Councilmember Carla Cisneros for her commitment to her council district, and then Deborah Moore with the Area Agency on Aging for what they do. Is there a question from the, yes, ma'am?
The funds that are available to help pay for electric bills, are they only for Reliant customers, or are they customers who just need help paying for their electric?
You know, I'm going to call on Bill, but I would think if the $1 million is coming for Reliant, he probably wants to use those for Reliant customers. But the challenge is for other companies to do the same. What Reliant is committed to do, other companies can also do. And so my hope is, it's one thing to have an air condition, but if you can't pay the bill, that creates a problem. So hopefully other companies will step up and assist people in their bills, especially during the summer. I would tell them, turn on your air. I'd rather you turn on your air, and then if you're having problems with paying your electricity bill, you can reach out to us, as elected officials, your elected officials, the area agency on agency, your county commissioner, and others, and we will advocate on your behalf. But I'd rather you turn on your electricity and run your air instead of being at home getting sick and possibly losing your life, okay? So turn it on. And then I would encourage other companies to follow the lead of Reliant and then assist in paying people's electricity bill. Now, there's a certain point, if the index gets high enough, then the Public Utility Commission and others will say, don't turn off people's power. But I would certainly ask during the summer that our electric providers be very sensitive to people needing their power to run their air conditioning, especially for senior citizens. Okay. Oh, yes, Commissioner, can you? I don't think she trusts me.
Mira, sí, la pregunta era que si uno tiene que decidir entre aprendiendo el aparato de aire acondicionado o comprar su medicina, que por favor lleguen a aprender el aparato, porque con el apoyo del alcalde, mío, la concejal, los otros elegidos, siempre vamos a pelear para ustedes en caso que les llega una factura de electricidad que es un poco alto. Por eso Reliant está ofreciendo $1 millón para poder ayudar a pagar la luz. Y si nos llega a llamar, por ejemplo, el centro de mi centro de llamadas al 713-274-2222, nosotros vamos a buscar el apoyo que uno necesita en esos momentos. Pero es importante de tomar esa decisión para su salud. El alcalde mencionó que es mejor de mantenerse saludable en vez de enfermarse o posiblemente perder la vida de uno por la culpa del calor. Entonces, por favor, lleguen a tomar esa decisión. Gracias.
And one other thing as an addendum to that, if you're having problems paying your electricity bill, also call 211. That will also bring all of the other social agencies into the mix. So if you dial 211, if you have any problems paying your electricity bill, then multiple agencies can come to your assistance. Okay? Yes, ma'am. And that, you both want to answer that? C.
So for the Harris County Area Agency on Aging, these units are portable, and we distribute them at our multi-service centers. So we look to try to get individuals from that community to receive the units at the multi-service center. There is technical assistance and guidance that goes along with that. And if that individual has no way to transport the unit home, we will arrange to get it transported to their home.
Yeah, la pregunta era que si va a haber ayuda en cómo instalar las unidades. Para la ciudad de Houston, ellos piden que mejor vengan a los centros para recibirlos cuando los lleguen a llamar y tengan cita, pero que también ellos van a tener elementos listos para poder informarles cómo se llega a instalar. Segundo, que si no los pueden llevarse a la casa, que ellos van a hacer arreglos para poder llevárselo a la casa. En el precinto 2, yo tengo un equipo listo para entregarlos y ayudar en instalarlos igualmente. So the answer is we're going to work to make sure these things get to your home and get working, one way or the other. We'll figure it out.
Any other questions from the media?